Now things will become challenging. I ask you to program the mode of a dataset. Of course, datasets can have multiple modes. I just extended mine to have 3 times the element 5. So let's assume for now, if you have multiple modes, you can return either one. I don't care. But if it's unique, I want the correct mode. So this is entirely non-trivial to program. And it's a real challenge. This is what makes this class fun. But when you hit print mode of this dataset, then I want it to return 5. Now some hints. There's many different ways to implement it using complex data structures such as sets. But at the minimum, for a simple solution, you should know what a for loop is, what an if statement is, and then there's a beautiful function called data.count, and you give it an argument, like in this case, the number 5, and it returns to you how often this specific number occurs in the data over here. 3 times for number 5. If you were to give it 6 as an argument, that is, doesn't occur at all, the result would now be 0. So my solution has a funny for notation for variable I in the range of the length of data. Len data we know is the number of elements. There's 7 over here, so it will give me 7. Range turns this into a list from 0 to 6 of indices into the data. And then the for loop goes to these indices. That's one way to access each element in the data sequentially. Now the count thing allows me to count how often each element occurs. So if you took my data, took the ith data item, then what this thing gives me, this funny thing here gives me, how often inside this function do I see that specific number that is the ith number in the original list. I leave it at this. This is not a trivial question. If you get stuck, you might go to the web and read up on for, on count, on if statements. So here's the code, and good luck programming it.